Hello and welcome back. I'm just doing simple, just talk. Today, lifts. Lifts. They're useful. Lifts are extremely useful. Just one problem. Everywhere, people always think. There's always every single person who thinks, oh, there's room in there for one more. There's always room in there. People just pack on in. Everyone, they just pack on in to these lifts. I was on board P&O's latest cruise ship, the MV Britannia. Beautiful ship, beautiful ships. Even the lifts were nice. The only problem is, again, every single person would think that there was always room for them. Always. They said that the maximum weight capacity was 18 people. Apparently you can fit 18 people into those lifts. Who? What people can you fit into these lifts? Japanese supermodels? No, you cannot fit 18 people into these lifts. It is impossible. Everyone would think that there was room for just one more. Always, everyone, one more person. So that was fat people, big families. The people in mobility scooters and wheelchairs, they were actually very kind. They knew when there was no room. So you would have a bunch of people, you'd have people in the wheelchairs, everyone else would just be packing on into these lifts. There would never be any room at all. No room whatsoever. There was one very, very embarrassing situation for me in one of these lifts. So many people were in this lift, and there was this short woman, very short woman, and she was right in front of me. Her arse was on perfect level with my crotch. I'm pretty sure you can guess what happened after that. Her crotch. No, not her crotch. Oh, shit. Her arse. Her bum reversed onto my crotch. No matter how much I kept on trying to squeeze into the back of the wall, she would keep on coming backwards. So by the end of it, my back felt like it was gonna snap because it was up against the railing, curved a bit like that. Well, just curving in. It was quite painful, to be honest. More people just kept on packing in. There's only so much time you can last in that position with a woman touching your balls. Especially if you do not want to do. What's even more worrying is the fact that she looked like my P7 teacher. She looked like my teacher in primary 7, which just put me off even more. It wasn't arousing, it was just really, really weird. My mum, I told her after we got out, and she was absolutely knotting herself after I told her. She was just laughing her head off. We even got some interesting looks from everyone else who was in the atrium. There was a few reasons why so many people were packing into these lifts. One, the human brain. They would immediately just try to get into these lifts. It's life. Two, the lift waiting times. You could be waiting there for hours just waiting for a lift. So long you'd be waiting just for this one lift. Just one lift. By the end of it, that one lift would come and it would just be jam-packed. And if you're a decent human being, you wouldn't try to get in, because you'd just be causing just more pain for everyone else. If you're not a decent human being, you just pack on in. Then you'd finally get one. But the other issue was the fact that some of the lifts were broken. Some of the lifts did not work at all. They were just dead. My guess is that you had little children pressing on the buttons. Look, it's so funny, just pressing this button, yay! You're not smart, you're not clever, you're not being cool, you're just being really fucking annoying to everyone else who has to use those lifts. And you're being even more annoying to the person who has to fix it. Don't let your children just constantly press the play buttons. You should be going up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Sometimes you get into a lift, finally get one. It would go down, then it would go back up again, then back down, then back up, then back down, then back up, constantly up and down. Then couple of hours later, you finally get to the floor you want to. No, it's not a floor; it's a deck on a ship. But the same thing applies to buildings. Actually, to all lifts. All lifts in general. Just you'd have the child, you'd have it break down, you'd have the people just constantly trying to get into these lifts. It's so annoying. Just constantly trying to get into these lifts. So many people. Just packing into these lifts. 18 people. PNO. Are you shitting me? You would never get 18 people into these lifts. The standard lift. Actually, no, they were bigger, actually, than your standard lift because they had to accommodate more people. You would never get 18 people into these things. You would never. It's impossible. It was about the size of your regular bathroom, actually. Very small. Just so small. You would never get this many people in. Impossible. You're never going to get this many people into a lift. Yeah, that's all. Have a nice time. How you guys been? Yeah, like, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye bye. Goodbye. Toodaloo.